Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads, and it's time for another super cool Cards the Universe and Everything deck of the week with this brand new super cool card. As soon as they have nerfed Bone Wars, they have brought out another amazing paleontology card, Argentavis. There he is. He's only a limited rare and he is absolutely superb. 3 for 25, so he's quite a small card. But he works really well this week. I changed my deck of the week and I put this one together and it is absolutely incredible. So what does Argentavis do? Well, let's go and have a look at the deck first and then we will look at Argentavis as we go through the deck. So here we go, my deck of the week for this week's league. I can't remember what the league rules are, but I do know, I think it's starting 14, maximum 20, something like that. Okay, let's go and check out. You can see I've got 19 shields. So here it is, that new card. 3 for 25, limited rare, as I said. For every non-fearsome flyers card in your hand, this card gains plus 15 power permanently. That is phenomenal. If we can get him around a few times, he is going to be super strong. Okay, I've gone with a 4-4-4-4 deck. So I've gone with 4 paleontology cards now because there are 4 awesome ones. Second card out is Argentavis. 5 for 44, so quite low on the energy. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand with 45 or more base power lose minus 30 this turn and next. And I've gone with Dragon. I know a few people might not have Dragon, but I've got him and I love using him at the moment. 0 for 0. You can get him around a couple of times quite easily with this week's energy. On the draw, if you've played Dragon this game, this card gains plus 144 power and costs plus 7 energy permanently. And on the return, this is why I've put him in, your opponent's remaining cards in hand burn 30 until played. So it stops them holding a couple of cards, or it does a little bit of damage to a few cards. Bothrilopis, another cool card. If your deck contains 14 or more cards from different collections, which it does, and I think we got 16 or even 17. 17 different collections. Yep, 17 different collections in this deck. That's amazing. So if your deck contains 14 or more cards from different collections, your cards, wherever they are, gain plus 15 until played. And this card gains an additional 15 permanently. So a great card. Try him getting around a few times. Okay, moving on to the green cards. No surprise then if it is a 4-4-4-4. We've gone with World Turtle. Still an amazing card. In fact, it's coming back into fashion again, I would say. Great card. 6 for 32 on the play. If your deck is exactly 4 arts and culture cards, which it does, your arts and culture cards, wherever they are, gain plus 14 until played. Repeat for each album. So 4, 8, 12, 16 of our cards are going to get that plus 14 buff. Really nice card. And a little bit of evilness. This is a really nicely balanced deck. A little bit of energy drain, or not energy drain, power drain, I should say. And a little bit of lock and some big power cards. So Indigo Milk Cap on the draw, gain plus 25 power until this is returned to your deck. On the return, if it's on or before round 2, turn 2, a random card in both players' hand locks permanently. If it's after round 2, turn 2, a random card in both players' hand locks this round. Do love my Indigo Milk Cap. And as always, I pair him up now. My preferred option is Yellow Jacket, because I don't really mind locking up Yellow Jacket. It's useful if you play him, but he's not the greatest card, but he is good to have in your hand as a lock-up option. On the start, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 5 until played, and that until played is really important. That is awesome. And on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 24 this turn, if you do have to play him. My preferred lock-up card, the Common Spotted Couscous, because he's green, 1 for 6 on the start, gain plus 4 power permanently. And if you do have to play him, lose minus 26 power permanently. Onto our pinkies. There is a arena buff for these guys, so they have to go in really. René Descartes, 3 for 16. He's dead cheap to play. He's a super powerful card when you pair him up with his partner. On the draw, your cards in hand gain plus 4 permanently, which is really nice. And this card gains plus 12 permanently, which is really nice as well. And if you can get them together, it's amazing. Cogito ergo sum, his partner in crime. On the draw, your other philosophy cards in hand gain between 10 and 30 until played, which is why you want to try and get them together. And on the play, this card gains between 40 and 60 permanently. And your René Descartes card, wherever it is, gains plus 30 permanently. So awesome card still. I know he's been nerfed a little bit, but he is still a good option. And like I said, try and get Rennie and Cogito together, and you will be laughing, especially with that arena bonus. Try and get them to hit on that arena. Next card out is Big Bad Wolf. Another new card. I did do a Big Bad Wolf deck. I do like him at the moment. 5 for 100 on the draw. All other cards in either player's hand lose -20 until played. And because it's all other cards in either player's hand, it should say both players' hand, lose -20 until played. So this Big Bad Wolf doesn't lose to 20, and he's still 5 for 100. So he's a massive big hitting card. Really good. Just make sure your opponent plays 3 cards when you play a Big Bad Wolf to get that maximum advantage. Sigillium DI. I only went with him because he is cheap and he's still a good card. I've got a few legendaries, but the deck's not loaded with legendary cards. But if you get him out nice and early, he's definitely worth putting in. Another option possibly could be Hell, because it's only 3 energy as well. Well, there's a few different options actually. But I've gone with this one. It's working really well. On the play, your legendary cards that have been played at least once this game, wherever they are, gain 18 until played. Like I said, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think, by the looks of it. So I've only got 7, which is not too many legendary cards, but it just about makes it worth its while. And on the return, your opponent's cards that have not been played this game, wherever they are, lose -18 until played. And that's what I'm hoping to hit. Get that card out nice and early. Okay, let's have a look at the 4 greens. The first green card. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, what is going on? It's in fast motion. Oh, it's in fast motion. Okay, let's just go back a little bit. Where's the rewind button? Oh, we want to go back to the greens. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Okay, got a bit carried away. Door to Hell is my first green card. We're back to where we started. So this is quite good. Your cards in hand burn 50 until played, and gain +50 this turn. It really is a super card, this one. I do like it, and it's super cheap to play. Next green is Science card. It is 4 for 39. Chrono Photographic Gun. On the play, the card opposite this loses -100 this turn. I do like to try and make sure I aim it properly now and not just throw it down randomly. Mycoplasm, another card I love, especially in a tight energy week. 2 for 15. We're certainly not going to have energy problems with this deck, by the way. On the play, the card opposite this loses -50 and costs -2 permanently. And this week, it's really easy to aim against a big hitting card. And Ballista, I don't normally include this card, but it is a good card. If you can get the rotation right, you want to get it out at the beginning of the round if possible. 4 for 48. On the return, an opponent's random card in hand loses -80 this round. That's why you want to get it out at the beginning of the round. Okay, last 2 cards. I went with 2 history cards. A little bit different. Roanoke Colony works really well because it's cheap to play. 5 for 20. And on the return, you've got 2 options here. If you lost the turn, your opponent's cards, wherever they are, lose -10 power until played, which is nice. But if you won the turn, your cards, wherever they are, gain +10 until played. Just hope you don't draw the turn. And the last fella, P.T. Barnum. He's making a bit of a comeback as well now. 7 for 65. On the draw, if you've not played P.T. Barnum this game, your opponent's cards in hand lose -20 permanently. And I do like the fact that it's permanent. And on the play, for every time you have played P.T. Barnum this game, this card gains +40 permanently. And all other cards in both players' hand lose -12 this turn. We were talking about P.T. Barnum in our Discord server. I was saying that I really liked him. And somebody told me it was Mr. Bean. Now I can't not see it. And if you don't know who Mr. Bean is, do Google him. He is great. But yeah, the more I look at him, the more he becomes Mr. Bean. So there we go, P.T. Bean. Okay, that is my deck. Do check out our Discord server. There's some really funny guys in it and girls. It's really cool. And they do help us put together all these amazing decks as well. Okay, let's see if we can get an opponent. Like I said, we're up to 17 shields, which is not bad going. And don't forget tomorrow, if you are watching this on Thursday, on Friday, the 18th, we have our first Halloween trick or treat at 9 o'clock UK time. So do try and join us for that if you can. It should be a lot of fun. And we've got loads of cool stuff to give away. Okay, here we go. We are playing Medicassian. He looks like he's got a bit of a rainbow deck here. Looks good, good. And look at that. Rene and Rene both together. This is a dream start. 405. Where is that Philosophy Arena? Round 4. Oh, that's nice. We've managed to get them round nice and early. Oh, Anubis. And I don't think Power Zero is going to hit anything in this deck. We are pretty low. Have we got a card? Yeah, Bad Wolf it could have hit. That's the only card, I think. Oh, and PT Bean as well. Oh, and now we have got Indigo and Common Spotted. We just need Yellow Jacket, so we should be okay. And there's that new Argentavis card. Argentavis card. I nearly called it the Argentina card. We'll give you the deck code shortly. 167. Let's see if After Plura does much damage to this deck. Oh, it's an auto-tune deck. Everybody seems to be playing auto-tune at the moment. I did put one together. But I prefer a 4-4-4 or actually a 6 and 6, which was the deck I was playing until they released that new card. And where are we with our Yellow Jacket? No sign of it yet, but no problem. 2-1-5 in front. We can get Dragon round. Microplasm, I'm going to get against that history card. Oh, that's a good hit. Amber will buff itself, but we've just taken 50 off it. So, oh, he's not going to get the maximum buff from Amber Room. That's a shame. Oh, and Dragon starts burning. What's he got? Plus 90, but it's down to 50. That's good. That worked out really well for us. Okay, I do love this deck. It is really good. Pretty easy to play. And we do have a problem. There's still no sign of a Yellow Jacket. We need him on the next turn. Energy, no problem. So yeah, it was 14 per turn, maximum of 20. That's what I thought. Oh, Shinigami. We're not going to do too much damage to us here. Oh, and I think he hit the weakest card there. Unlucky, Medi. It really wouldn't have mattered which card you hit there, actually. Ballista is a little bit late. But we've got him, or a little bit late, a little bit perfect. We got him in the right box there. And Yellow Jacket, that is good news. So we can lock up one of his cards. So World Turtle, and I'm going to put Indigo at the front. Oh, and he's got Milkap as well. Oh, we could end up with 2 cards each locked up here. Oh, this is going to be funny. Oh, well played, Medi. I do like to see Indigo. So we've locked up one. And what's he going to lock up? Oh, we've locked up the same cards. Yeah, we're happy with that. So Rene and Rene are back. Perfect timing. Look at that. We can play them now. We can also play that Roanoke Colony card, which is really good news. Unfortunately, Yellow Jacket got locked. But we should be able to win this round now and go 2-0 ahead. And that is great news because we can throw the next round. Make sure we keep our Rene and Rene card ready for that Philosophy Arena boost. They will be super powerful then. Let's see what we get. And it is looking really good. So round 3, we're 2-0 up. Deck is doing really, really well. And we've got 2 Paleontologies and the Door to Hell. Best rotation is, I guess, Argentavis in the first box. And I'm going to put Door to Hell in the middle, just in case we need him towards the end of round 4. Good game. Ooh, does he think he's won? Well played. I can't think so. Maybe he thinks he's lost. You never know when they say good game halfway through the game. Don't like to do it myself, but there you go. You should wait till the game finishes. So Big Bad Wolf, Microplasm. Let's try and aim a Microplasm well, just in case we go a little bit further. I'm thinking the history card. What do you reckon? Should we aim it? No, let's go for the Oceans and Sea. I can't remember. Oh, I should have remembered that. Sea Sheep and the Amber Room. Oh, never mind. He's clawed back a little. No, he had. Yeah, he got back a little bit there. We are still in front. That is not too bad. 208. We might win it here. Oh, can we go for it? Dragon, PT Barnum, that's 14, and the gun is 18. We'll have enough attack I mean, energy. I get confused now because there's mana in the Eerie Wells. 392. He needs a big score. Oh, that was a good shot by the gun there. Well played. That is my super cool deck. I do love it. It is really good. Deck code WGQ4JA. I forgot to read that out. WGQ4JA. Don't forget that super live stream tomorrow. Excuse me. We will be back with some spooky stuff on Games for Dads. We will be spinning our trick or treat wheel, and we have got loads of super prizes to give away, including a code and gems and mythics and all sorts. So make sure you join us. In the meantime, have fun, take care everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye.